Hey all, John here, pastor in residence of No Harbor. Just got out of the gym, and as usual, as I'm on the elliptical, I think a lot of thoughts. So I thought I'd come in and share with you. I took my glasses off because they keep steaming up. It's been raining for like 48 hours on Long Island, so no hope in sight of being dry. So the thoughts I had were, again, I've shared this before, but I think it's really important. So we often see all these deconstruction accounts on social media, and they take a lot of time in just sharing about all the hurt they've experienced, all the toxicity in evangelicalism, and as I've repeatedly said, very valid, we need to do that. But also, as I've always said, it's just a part of the story, right? There's a rebuilding that needs to take place as well. And the thought I had while I was on the elliptical was with respect to an analogy that we could make with construction. In 2020, when we rebuilt our house was filled with blown-in insulation from the 70s. It's like a fibrous material that they drill holes in the top and they fill the cavities with that. And back in the 50s or 60s, whenever they did that, that was the best that they had at the time. It answered an important question: how do we insulate a house without destroying all the walls, taking all the walls down? And so that was a solution, and it worked. But over time, it got moist and it filled with mold, and then it settled down, so the upper parts of the house didn't have any insulation anymore, and it needed to be torn out. And so when we rebuilt our house, all that blown insulation, we took the walls off, just got everywhere. It filled the room with like a toxic cloud of moldy dust. It was like a opaque cloud. It was just really awful. I had to wear masks and full body suits and goggles, and they steamed up and you couldn't see. You're just doing this in the dark with dust everywhere. It was just awful. It took weeks to clean up, and then what we did was we used modern closed cell spray foam, and we spray foamed the whole house. And that spray foam is so much better because not only does it provide better insulation, but it also provides a vapor barrier from the outside, and it also provides structural rigidity that makes the house actually more rigid. And for a 1920s balloon framed house, that works really well. And it also can't settle, right? So it's much better, and we close up the house, and now we're nice and toasty in the winters. But I thought about this with respect to talking about deconstruction, right? If all we do is talk about the toxic cloud of dust and how inefficient the blown insulation was, and how it's really harmful to breathe and it doesn't work very well, and on telling these stories, yes, that's part of the story and that's valid, but that's just so incomplete, right? Isn't it so much more interesting and life-giving to talk about what we did to make it better, right? To talk about the improvements that we made with the new insulation. And the same thing, we in our talk about deconstruction can talk about reconstruction and what we're doing to make it better and more life-giving. Yes, talking about the hurt and the awful toxicity of the past is important and therapeutic, but we also need to turn that corner, right? And talk about what we did to make it better. And that's what we do at No Harbor. We don't just deconstruct, which is very valid, and we do that, but we also help to reconstruct and rebuild something better, right? And talk about that as well, and how much more beautiful and helpful and life-giving the new thing is, right? So that's what we do at No Harbor. And if you want to join us, just go to our website, noharbor.org, and click on the cohorts link and send us a message, and we'll get back to you. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully it speaks to you in a way that is helpful. So until next time, take care.